Hey, Kim, how are things going for you?
Dr. B, they're going okay. I'm really having a hard time trying to figure out which department I should join. So I wanted to come by and meet with you and talk with you about it today.
Okay, all right. Well, let me pull up your grades real quick. Hold on. Okay, so I see you got a B in Chemistry 1 and a B in Calc 1. Okay, and how's Calc 2 going?
It's going okay. I've been going to my professor and my TA's office hours as well as the tutorial center. I should at least get a C in the course, at least get a C.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, let's talk about CODA then. You got a few options, biological, textiles. Have you thought about anything outside of engineering?
No, I haven't thought about anything outside of engineering. I'm working hard and I thought my grades were good enough to continue in engineering.
Your grades are good. Depending on how things go this semester, you really may want to think about something outside of engineering.
Well, I wasn't thinking about BAE or textiles, Dr. B. I'm actually interested in chemical engineering. I took chemistry in high school. I got an A in the class. I got a C in Chem 101 and I got an A in Chem 102. I mean, I know I'm struggling right now in Chem 201, but I think I can at least get a C in the course. I get really nervous when I'm taking my exams.
Okay, well, I understand that. You definitely want to look at all your options though, and I think you really should include those outside of engineering. We should look at your grades at the end of this semester and we'll talk after you've completed your finals, okay?
To be honest, I mean, at this moment, I'm not even sure if I should continue with engineering now. I went to talk to my Chem 201 instructor and he said I should be able to understand the concepts we're learning now. He also said if I couldn't do the work, then I should drop the course. At this point, I'm not sure about going into chemical engineering, which is really why I wanted to come talk to you today to look at all my options. I really want to do engineering. I know it takes me some time, but I eventually understand the concepts. I mean, after talking to you and my professor, maybe engineering isn't for me.
Well, let's wait and see how your final grades look, and then we can explore your options. If you enjoy chemistry, maybe you should think about majoring in chemistry.
Okay, Dr. B, I'll continue to work hard on my courses and I'm gonna do my best on my finals. I'll schedule some time to talk after my finals, okay? Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
How are things going? I know you wanted to meet and talk about which department to join.
Yes, ma'am. Well, Miss Angie, I'm really feeling frustrated, especially after talking with my Chem 201 professor and my advisor. I think I'm going to transfer out of engineering.
You just finished one semester. You have a 2.85 GPA. That's a good GPA. Why are you talking about transferring out of engineering already?
Well, I did well in high school. I was first in my class. I did well on my ACT, and I thought I was a good enough student to study chemical engineering here at NC State. I got a B in my first chemistry class. I'm taking 201 now, and I'm doing okay. I'm working real hard. I'm working real hard to maintain the B. And talking with other students in my class, most of them took AP chemistry. That wasn't offered in my high school. Everybody in the class seems to understand everything that's being covered. I work with them to complete my homework and to review for quizzes and exams. Sometimes I really feel like I shouldn't be in a class because I don't know as much as they do. I don't raise my hand to ask questions because I'm afraid that it would show I don't know things that I should know.
Kim, listen, I understand that feeling. It's actually called imposter syndrome. You doubt your accomplishments and you fear not being good enough, even though your grades show that you're more than capable to do the work. I experienced it while I was in high school, experienced it in college, and I even experienced it in my professional career. I went to a predominantly white high school, and I was one of very few Black students in the school, especially my AP and honors classes. My classmates were not always open to doing work with me, and so it was difficult to handle things that I didn't understand. I had to work really hard to learn the material and had to learn ways to be able to utilize resources that were available to me.
Well, I feel by myself in a few of my classes, Miss Angie. I do know students from, from Summer Start and STP, and it's only those few individuals that we study together, we eat together, and we help each other out.
Okay, let me ask you this. How are you doing on your exams?
Well, I got an 83 on the first test, and I realized I had made some minor mistakes. The second test, I got a 68. But to put it in perspective, the average on the first test was a 90, and the average on the second test was an 85.
So do you understand the material that's being covered? Do you have a good feel, a good grasp for the concepts?
Yes, ma'am, I understand the material. It really helps when I'm able to meet and work with my classmates, as they really help me understand things a lot easier. But I really get nervous when I take the exams. And right now, that's the biggest issue for me.
Okay. Well, if you have a good grasp of the material, we can always work on test taking strategies. Actually, we're going to be going over test management in E144 next week. With that, I just don't understand why you're thinking about switching out of engineering.
Well, Miss Angie, I went to talk to my professor about a concept I was having trouble understanding. Even after he explained it to me, I still didn't understand it. He was just to the point. He said if I couldn't do the work, I should think about dropping the class. He also shared that my test grades were below the class average, and that if I don't do well on the third exam, I should definitely drop the course. I went to see my advisor because I wasn't sure if chemical engineering was a good fit for me after all. Then after talking to her, she shared I should think more about something outside of engineering too. That's why I don't think I can be successful in engineering.
So wait a minute, Kim, time out. Number one, we wouldn't have admitted you to NC State if you couldn't do this work, right? And so you have a 2.8 GPA. You passed all your classes last semester. And it sounds like you have test anxiety, and we can work through that. If you find that your test anxiety continues, we have some additional resources that we can help you with.
Miss Angie, I've been working so hard. The other students in my class had AP chemistry in their high school. I didn't. It takes me so much longer to understand the material. They seem to get it so much faster than me. I'm just, thinking, what if I do horrible on the next test?
So Kim, your success is all about preparation. You want to focus on always being prepared. You did not have AP chemistry offered in your high school, but that doesn't mean that you won't be successful in engineering. You continue to work with your classmates to learn the material and prepare for a test. If you need additional support for any of your courses, you just let us know and we'll find a student to tutor you. You want to make sure you're utilizing tutorial services and attending TA and professor office hours. As long as you're willing to continue doing the work, you can do this. So let's focus on the task at hand, which is to kill that Chem 201 exam. You got this. But Kim, remember, sadly, there's always going to be people that doubt your ability, right? That is motivation for me to always work harder, push harder, and never give up on reaching my goals. In your case, your goal is to become a chemical engineer. Repeat this goal with me. My goal is to become a chemical engineer utilizing all the resources that are available to me. Repeat that for me.
My goal is to become a chemical engineer and utilize all the resources available to me.
That's what I'm talking about. You got this, and we will be here cheering you on the entire way.
Thank you, Miss Angie. Thank you so much. I feel so much better Whew. I'm going to continue to work hard, and I'm going to come back and let you know how I did on my next exam. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day, Kim.
Bye, Miss Angie.
Hey, Professor Daniel, you got a minute? I'd like to talk to you about Kim.
Hey, yeah, Kim. She comes to my office hours each week. Having some difficulty understanding the course material, and I'm helping her the best I can. She's not as strong as the other students in the class. She's done okay on the exams, but I told her if she didn't do well on the next exam, that she should consider dropping my course.
Yeah, she mentioned that to me. She met with me to discuss her CODA options, and I looked at her grades and we reviewed her current progress in her courses. She said that she was working hard, but having some test anxiety.
When she comes to my office, I break things down step by step. Sometimes she gets it, and a lot of the time she does not. Depending on how things go on test 3, we'll definitely know for sure.
Yeah, she's from a rural part of North Carolina. She graduated first in her senior class, and she did really well on the ACT, but she finished last semester with a 2.85. That's not a good hallmark for success in chemical engineering. I told her she should really look at options outside of engineering. She might be successful in biological or textiles, but it'd take a lot of work. You and I both know she will never be a Dean's List student because of her high school preparation, but maybe she can be successful in chemistry.
Well, we'll see how this next exam goes.
All right, see you later.
All right, you have a good day.
I'm a new person now. Hey, Angie, you just missed Kim. She stopped by and let you know she got a 90 on her Chem 201 exam. She said she'll come by later to check in with you.
Yes, that is awesome. She came to speak with me and shared that both her advisor and her Chem 201 professor didn't think she could be successful in engineering. She shared that she was having some issues with imposter syndrome and test anxiety. We walked through some test taking strategies and reviewed how she was taking notes. I also connected her with a tutor for the course.
That's good. Yeah, she said she was very thankful for the conversation she had with you. She said if she hadn't reached out, she'd be transferring out of engineering right now.
You know, Laura, I wish all students could experience the sense of welcome, belonging, and support that we create in our unit. The messaging that our students receive outside our office is a big reason why we have students, just like Kim, who we know can be successful, but will transfer out of engineering.